Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. We have a really exciting product to show you today. This is the Thunder 1FT from Fifth Wheel, and this thing is absolutely sick and so much fun. Before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel if you like the content. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Also ring that notification bell for future notifications of our videos. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so like we said, this is the Thunder 1FT from Fifth Wheel, and this is a sharp looking bike. It just looks really sick. It does come with fenders, but we actually decided that it looks a lot cooler without them, but they do include them, so just keep that in mind. So this bike right now is $999, so just under $1,000. And if you use our link in the description below, you can save $300. And don't forget to use our coupon code EASYHEIMER. This bike is super portable. It weighs just under 62 pounds. It is foldable, so you can fold it up, toss it in the back of your car or truck. But we're just loving the evolution of these foldable e-bikes. And this one's got a really unique look to it. You see that rear shock in the back? Super cool looking. I'm 6'2" and I have no problem fitting on this bike, and it's super comfortable. I have no problems going on long rides with this thing. The max capacity of this bike is 220 pounds. I weigh 260 pounds, and this bike has no problem carrying me. The top speed of the Fifth Wheel Thunder 1FT is 20 miles per hour. It's got a nice 500 watt motor that peaks at 800 watts. Has a good amount of torque and a good amount of power to get you up to speed quickly to 20 miles per hour. It does have a battery inside of the frame, which is removable to charge it inside. That battery is a 48 volt, 10 amp hour. And Fifth Wheel claims that you can get up to 50 miles on a single charge. Obviously, that's going to be with the lowest power setting, but 50 miles on a single charge is pretty impressive. Now, this is your charging port. They do include a 2 amp charger, which they claim takes up to 4 to 5 hours to charge from 0 to 100. You do get some nice 20 by 4 inch fat tires. These are CST BFTs. Now, you know how we feel about mechanical disc brakes. This does come with mechanical disc brakes. We would love to see hydraulic disc brakes on this thing, but at its price point and what you get on the bike, it's definitely understandable. But I hope they come out with another model that has hydraulic disc brakes. You do have foldable pedals. Push in, flip up, so you can have a nice compact bike to put in your car or truck, or even in storage. So the seat height is adjustable. This lever opens up and the seat can go up or down depending on your preferred height. We do love the suspension on this bike. You see you have a rear shock right here. Super awesome that it's nice and bright and orange. Really sticks out. It goes really good with this gray. And you also have front suspension with this front fork. Does a really good job of keeping the ride nice and smooth. You do have a working brake light on the Thunder 1FT. Now, as far as pedaling goes, you have a 6-speed Shimano shifter, so really nice to see. You do have a nice big crank wheel. We'll see how pedaling is, but it should be nice and comfortable. There is your mechanism to unfold the bike. Pull this lever, open this up, and the bike will fold out, and you can also remove the battery. You have a pretty standard e-bike headlight in the front. We'll take a look at the handlebars. We'll start on the left-hand side here. You have a very nice grip. It's locking as well, so this will not move around while you're riding. You have your left brake lever and also your LCD and controls. On the right-hand side, you have your 6-speed shifter from Shimano, your right brake lever, and also your right grip. And it also does come with a thumb throttle. All right, we'll power up our LCD display by holding down the power button. You'll see it turn on. And you have your battery bar for your power. Also your pedal assist level, which you have up to 3 being the highest. You also have your tripometer here, as well as your speed with miles per hour. So really simple display, nothing too much going on. But honestly, sometimes simple is the best on these e-bikes. All right, guys, but really, really sharp looking e-bike. Super fun. We're going to take this out on our first ride impression, give you our thoughts. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. We get back to everybody. And don't forget to use our link in the description below, as well as code EASYHEIMER to save yourself $300. All right, so let's get on the bike and see how it performs. Alright, so we're on the Thunder 1FT from Fifth Wheel. This is our first ride impression. So far so good, it's pretty comfortable. Sitting position is really ideal, especially for the foldable e-bike this size. We'll do a brake test with the drain cover. Not bad, especially for how fast we were going. It's a really nice hand position. The seat is very comfortable. What we'll do is we'll do a top speed test here. Alright, so we're at 20 miles per hour. That is the advertised top speed. And you can feel the motor basically capping us out at 20. Actually, we're going 23 right now. But you can definitely feel the motor, trying to hold back so you don't go any faster. It's not jarring, like it doesn't feel bad. You just definitely tell this bike is trying to cap you at a certain speed. Very easy to control. Gets up to speed pretty quickly. So as soon as we hit 20 miles per hour, the motor cuts off. So it definitely does not propel you over 20 miles per hour. So unless you're going down a hill, you won't be able to go faster than 20 miles per hour on this bike. And it's probably to save the motor and to keep the bike legal in most areas. For the most part, this bike is pretty comfortable. As far as pedaling goes, it does have a pretty large crank wheel. It doesn't feel that bad. You can see my legs and my knees are coming up pretty high, but they aren't touching my arms, which is good. So it doesn't feel too cramped. And of course, you're going to get more torque pedaling like any other bike, but it's still going to top you out at 20 miles per hour. Yeah, the looks of this bike, it's amazing. They did a really good job to make it stand out. It looks a lot better than most of the foldables out there. Looks really unique, especially that orange shock in the back with the gray body, the gray paint that they used. It's just a really good looking bike. There's no shake coming from the handlebars, so the mechanism to lock the handlebars in, that bar, is doing a really good job. It's not going anywhere. Sometimes we see, that being loose. It could be a safety concern, but this one you don't have to worry about. So we're going to go on our field here. It does have 20 by 4 inch tires, so we'll see how they do it in the field. They advertise this bike to have no limits, so we'll see what happens in our field test here. Alright, so not too bad. Don't forget, you have dual suspension on this bike. Along with those fat tires, it does a really good job of softening the load and all the bumps and stuff. So, pretty good job of taking my 260-pound body up that hill. And it feels really good. We don't feel anything rattling or shaking or hear anything rattling or shaking. That's a good sign. Yeah, this thing is awesome. And this is definitely going to be the bike that comes with me in my truck. Just throw it in the bed under the tonneau cover and use it as last mile transportation. Go get lunch at work, things like that. This thing is just sick. So much fun. Has a lot of great features. Definitely love the simplicity of the LCD screen. It's really easy to read, even in the sun. Now, not a lot of rattling. They're not rattling at all, which is a good sign. Rattle takes about a second and a half to kick in, so not too bad. But there is the Thunder 1FT from Fifth Wheel. Really, really nice looking bike. Looks really sick. Super unique to all the other foldable e-bikes, at least the ones that we've had on the channel. Thunder 1FT, 6-speed, dual suspension. Really nice, guys. We are loving this bike. But if you guys have any questions about the Thunder 1FT from Fifth Wheel, please leave them in the comments below. I get back to everybody. But this is a really great foldable e-bike for the value that you're getting. You know, just under $1,000, and you can save money by using our link in the description below and code EASYHEIMER on their website. But I think a lot of people will find this bike more than sufficient for their needs. You know, if they're looking for something for last mile transportation, or even something to get around town, this is a really, really good option. And especially the way that it looks, I don't think you can beat it when it comes to foldables, especially under $1,000. But guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, we appreciate you. Peace out.